Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Periscope? How's everybody doing? What's up? Hey, if you want to invite your friends, this will obviously be pretty short because it's just two. 1, 2. Two. Hey, Chris, good, man, good. Invite your friends because it's 1, 2 reasons. So, and here's the deal. Some of you guys probably wondering how I come up with these broadcasts because, you know, a lot of people say you shouldn't scope and drive, but what I was doing, I just looked at a billboard that was just on the side of the road on I-35 and it said, "Do you care?" And so it literally said, "Do you care?" So I just said, oh, hey, I should do a broadcast about "Do you care?" So that's where it came from. That's where the inspiration would come from. So, like, and again, I was able to look at the billboard and still see what I'm doing. So if you want to invite your friends, all you got to do is touch and agree with the little man. Yeah, Linus's roar. Touch and agree with the little man with their fat round head in the bottom corner. Touch him. If you're on iOS, it'll pop up with a deal. You can invite your Periscope friends. You can invite your Twitter friends. You can invite your Facebook friends. You can't invite your Instagram friends, but you can invite your enemies. Why is these little pebbles and stuff coming all up on my windshield? What is this? There's this little part of I-35 that drops little that's got a bunch of little pebbles. I have no idea what it's about. So, again, thanks for inviting your friends. Those of you guys that are new to my broadcast, I want to welcome you. Scott Williams. I'm not going to be reading as many comments. I'm kind of getting around on the highway a little bit. I can glance periodically. So if I don't catch all of them, just know that it's all good. So again, it's your boy Scott Williams. I'm from Oklahoma City. And I broadcast daily, everything from Periscope tips and tricks, the deal that I call Scope School. I've been calling it Scope School since the second week after Periscope launched. And that's what I do. So I do Periscope tips and tricks daily. I also broadcast a deal with my family called Dim Williams, which is me kind of hanging with my family. Also, I'm an author, I'm a consultant, I'm a traveling speaker. So I broadcast me in airplanes and in lots of places all around the country. What's up, Dre? And so I do that a lot, and so anyways, and then a lot of times I'm in the car. I try to maximize my Periscope time, so when I'm in the car, I've given up sports radio. Instead, I talk to you guys while I'm rolling. So anyway, you guys are awesome. I always appreciate you hanging out. It means a lot to me. Yo. Hey, you know what? Shoulder was good, man. I just felt a little bit of, bench was good with shoulder. Like, it actually felt pretty good. I mean, I felt maybe a little something, but man, I might give myself 93%. Y'all ready? Okay, so thanks for inviting your friends. Everybody invite your friends. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, so it's only 2 reasons, so you're still in the fog. So it's only 2 reasons, so it's going to go relatively quick. I might try to extend the 2 reasons out. John Gray is awesome every time he preaches. I heard he was just at Elevation. I just saw a post on his Instagram. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so again, I was driving down the road a second ago and I just saw a billboard that said, "Do you care?" I don't even know what the billboard was about. But again, I was looking, I saw the billboard, so it made me ask the question, do people care about your Periscope? And then I said, you know what? Here are the top 2 reasons why people don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Y'all ready for them? Y'all ready for reason number 1? Top reason number 1. Top reason number 1. You know why? It's because you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Because you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Here's the deal. Like, the thing is, if you want to take Periscope seriously and you want people to be serious about checking out your Periscope, I talked about it last night. Again, some things you need to have. You need to have really good content. You need to be consistent. It's like, do you care about your Periscope? If you don't care about your Periscope broadcast, people are not. If you're on here every once in a while and just kind of whatever, again, like, there should be a method to your madness. Even if you're rambling, even if you're random, even if you're showing yourself doing whatever it is that you're showing yourself doing, there should be a method to your madness. It shows when you care about your Periscope broadcast. It shows when you care about it. It shows, like, people might say, dude, you're on here all the time. That means you care. It might say, dude, your stuff was dope. That means you care. Lady, man, you are really vulnerable. Thank you. It really touched my heart. Great. Hey, that scripture was awesome. Great. I love it when you interview your kids. Great. I love it when you share stories about your past and what God did in your life. Great. I love it when you do whatever it is. Like, the reason why people don't care about your Periscope broadcast is because you don't care. It shows. There's so many broadcasters out here. Again, it's like you're trying to get, imagine if you're trying, it's like you're trying to pitch your reality TV show every single day. You're trying to pitch it every single day. You're trying to pitch it every day. It's not like with TV, you get a reality show and then you got a season. Well, here, you get a season, but guess what? Your season may not be 2 weeks. 2 months or an entire season. Your season may be 2 months because they found somebody else that cares a little bit more. You got to, the way you develop a tribe, show them that you care about your Periscope broadcast. So again, the reason why people don't care about your Periscope broadcast is because you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Does that make sense to anybody? Am I speaking to anybody? Is that resonating with anybody? Is that connecting to anybody this morning? The reason why people don't care about your Periscope broadcast is because you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. And again, a compliment you can get is, man, you're on here all the time, man. Is this your job? No, it's not my job. But I find rhythms and reasons to be able to do it in a manner to where it looks like I'm engaging all the time. I do research with my broadcast. I see if people are more engaged if I broadcast more, if people are more engaged if I broadcast less. I research all of those things just to try to figure it out because, again, I think that Periscope is the ultimate enhancer to whatever it is that you do. It can help your business, it can help your brand, it can help your success. So again, the number one reason people don't care about your Periscope broadcast is because you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Thank you for sending hearts. All right, you guys ready for number 2? Sorry I can't read your comments. And guys, Becky is on here. If you have a question about anything that I do, and I'm not seeing it right now, IL Huntress is on here. She's like the Scott Nation administrator. She can answer any question that you have. I promise. Stuff that I've said before, what I think. Becky's awesome. So you should follow Becky. Okay, so again, y'all ready for number 2? There's Becky right there with the orange emoji. I have no idea what that emoji is. That's a cool emoji. All right, here's number 2, number 2, number 2. Number 1, you don't care about your Periscope broadcast. Number 2, you don't care about the people that are watching your broadcast. If you genuinely don't care about your people, it's only so long before they're going to finally check out. There's lots of Periscope broadcasters. Just watch them. There's lots of Periscope broadcasters that they have huge followings. They had huge engagement. But if you notice, again, I talk about you're pitching every single day your reality show against lots of new people that are pitching theirs. And so you'll see people's numbers will start to dwindle a little bit, like the number of followers they have compared to the much engagement, because they're not showing that they really care about the folks that are on their broadcast. Again, when I do a roll call, I will lose people sometime because I'm doing a roll call. But here's the deal. Those are not the people that I'm looking to keep around here. Those are not part of Scott Nation. Those are not the tribe. Those are the people that come in here and say, hey, buddy, I don't want to hear about no dang roll call. Why are you doing a roll call, man? I want you to get to the Periscope tips and tricks, buddy. I'm ready to hear the 2 reasons why people are not watching my scope. And you're doing a roll call. You're doing a roll call. Why are you doing a roll call, buddy? I don't care less where they're from. I don't care if they're from Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee. I can care less where they're from, buddy. I want to know the 2 reasons why people are not watching my broadcast. And so my deal is, leave. I don't care if you leave. I'm going to do a roll call, because one thing about a roll call, it's not just so I can talk like an auctioneer. It's more than talking like an auctioneer. It's about saying, hey, so-and-so from California. You got Bob from Indiana. You got Jill from St. Louis. You got so-and-so. It makes it personal. And again, I try my best, when people will say, hey, they'll put my name, I'll try to jump in their broadcast. I'll try to watch them, because everybody doesn't broadcast. 80% of the people that are on Periscope don't broadcast. So again, I can't jump in everyone's scopes, but when people do mention me, I do jump in their broadcast. When people make a mention, I'll make a point to try to find time to be able to jump in and check out the broadcast. You have to care about the folks that are watching your broadcast. So again, number 1 reason why people don't care about your scopes is because you don't care about your scopes. The second reason is because you don't care about them. So I don't know what that means for you, what you can do to show your people that you care. I don't know, man. Do a giveaway. Do a Starbucks giveaway. Just make it fun. Make it whatever. It's, listen to what your people say. I'll tell you this, guys. Sometimes I will totally adjust what I'm going to broadcast based on what the people say. The people say, no, Scott, don't do this. I'm like, all right, okay. Or, yeah, Scott, do this. Like last night, I was going to go to sleep, but it was mostly ladies. The ladies said they wanted me to do this relationship scope. And so I said, I'm not going to do it unless we get, it's late. It's probably something I should do tomorrow. If we get 100 people on here. And so everybody like pushed their people. We got 100 people like shared it. Some people said it was their favorite broadcast. I don't know what that means. It's like, but anyway, so I did it, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm willing to adjust and move with the tribe, with Scott Nation. Your people have a voice in what you're saying. Just like on television or radio, ratings matter. So here, engagement in what your people are saying matters. So again, number one reason why people don't care about your broadcast, because you don't. You're not taking it serious. You're just kind of playing around. You're trying to mimic what everybody else is doing. You're not being real. You're not keeping it 100. They see right through your fakeness. They see that you're copying what everybody else is doing. They see all the little mannerisms that you're doing. They see that you're copying everybody else's emojis. They see that you're not taking the time to be serious and try to find out what's your own rhythm, what you do, what is your system, how do you call, what do you say, what is your version of no cussing, no fussing, no tripping, no slipping, what boundaries are you establishing? Care about your scope. Take some time, man. Take this thing serious. There's not like copying in Periscope world is too small. It's not going to get you anywhere. Be yourself. Do you. It's a statement, not a question. The second thing is this. You got to care about your people. Is that connected with anybody? I'm sorry I haven't been able to read your comments, but those are the two reasons why people don't care about your Periscope broadcasts. Does that make sense to anybody? All right, I'll drink to that. It's good. Yes, make your words count. Economy of words. Sometimes my randomness is intentional. Hey, but I got about another 20 minutes to my car place. So there's only two people that work on Jaguars that I trust. One is way out here in the boondocks, and so I go to him even to get my oil change. I know it's kind of random, so I'll leave it there, make sure he checks out everything, does what he does, and I'll drop it off. He's out in the boondocks. He does Jaguar, Maserati, and Range Rover. He's a great guy. So again, he's a good Christian guy too. I trust him. You find a mechanic you can trust, stay with him. If you find a broadcaster you can trust, stay with them. Oh, you see what I did right there? Okay, so what else would you guys like for me to talk about? I can only look at a few recommendations you have, and then while I'm rolling, I'm just going to be talking because this highway is kind of busy. It's kind of jumping. Okay, so what are some things you want me to talk about real quick? I'm going to let you guys shift the gears. Hey, hit the door. What are some things you want me to talk about real quick? Anybody? Nice pep talk. I'm glad. My family. You want to talk about my family? Let me talk about my family and positivity. Okay, let me talk about my family. Media. All right, so my family, media, positivity. Positivity is a choice. Like really, let me tell you this. Like, it's a choice to be positive. It takes more effort and energy to be negative than it does to be positive. So why waste that time? Always focus on being positive, balancing life, family. Okay, here's my grid on family and balancing stuff. I got a little book online, it's a little workbook called Go Big, and I talk about it in there. I run everything that I do through this grid. God, family, and everything else. If it doesn't fit through that funnel and that grid, it doesn't work with Scott Williams. The reason why I left doing what I was doing as a pastor and be able to do what I do now is God, family, everything else. I wanted to make sure that my wife could be able to not work outside the home. I want to make sure that at the time my boys were running track and they were traveling nationally. I had church every Saturday. I couldn't do it. So God, family, everything else. It has to go through that grid. So again, notice this. Your job falls into everything else category. All that other stuff falls in everything else category. Get your priorities straight. When you start putting your job ahead of God or your job ahead of your family, things are out of whack and things will never be in this groove and rhythm that you need it to be. So God, family, everything else. God, family, everything else. God, family, everything else. There's a video on YouTube that I have where I talk about God, family, everything else. So if you Google, just go to YouTube and look up Scott Williams. I think it's just put in balance. Managing your time or something like that. Appropriately managing your time. Notice I had a little bitty fro about that big right then. And so, and I don't know if I was little Scott or big Scott, but anyway, it's on YouTube. You can check it out. So that's the deal. I think that's important. And if you guys know, like, I don't know if you know this, but like my travel schedule Okay, so my boys, just to give you an example, my boys have football games on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So JV on Mondays, Jaden 7th grade on Tuesdays, varsity on Friday. So my work schedule, the days I travel, are Wednesdays and Thursdays. Now, every once in a while, I will have to miss one of my boys' games. So when I miss one, I'll miss the other. So last week I was in New York City. I missed one of Wesley's games. I missed one of Jaden's games. And so generally in a season, I won't miss more than 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how I roll. My assistant, we put my family stuff on the calendar first, and we build everything else around that. I generally take off from, and I know you can't, everybody's schedule won't allow you to do this, but figure out what are your rhythms that you can do. So I take off from Thanksgiving until about January 2nd. Okay, what is it? Okay, let me know who I need to block, guys. Okay, there was somebody I needed to block. Okay, how do I make money? I have a consulting firm, and so we do strategy work with churches and corporations all around the world. And so like right now, my team, we're doing everything from websites to copy editing to everything. Right now, I'm a traveling speaker. I have retained clients. We're building a, how would you scope a weight loss journey, right? You know, I've been scoping my weight loss journey. I just kind of talk about it, man. I just show myself going to the gym, and I put it on Instagram, I do a weekly weigh-in. Yeah, so figure out your flow. So, you know, I think that, and so so that's what I do. So I travel and speak. We're getting ready to do some residual things to where, you know, and I'm just going to be real honest, honest with you guys on this broadcast. Like, I was going to do be a part of some different certifications. I'm like, no certification. I'm going to do my own certification. There's no sense in me jumping in somebody else's certification. And the more and more I look at their certification, I'm like, dude, like, no disrespect to some of these awesome people who have certifications, but I can do a coaching certification, I think, that will more equip people for the real world to go out and make some real money than what these things are doing. So, anyway, so that's, I hope that answered the question. Yeah, you know, I guess I have. I do talk about it. Hey, guys, what up? You know, your boy. Again, even earlier, I just said, man, I don't know if it was Big Scott or Little Scott. Like, yeah, I'm 180. I was 188 last Friday, and I hadn't been to 180 since I was in, like, middle school or, like, 9th grade. So, oh, my wife has followed me, and I just, got a little weird right here with this traffic. Oh no, it's coming. No, man, I was 217. I'm 188. The bulk is coming. Don't worry about that. Awesome. Losing weight. So yeah, so that's the deal. You know what? It's funny. I've never. Somebody shared on either Twitter or Instagram. Somebody said how that mine and my wife's like physical fitness, whatever, has really inspired them, and they're in the gym now. And I told her, I was like, man, I never thought in a million years that somebody would say that my whatever in the gym was inspiring them. I didn't like the gym. I was allergic to the gym. I didn't want to go to the gym. I could care less about the gym. I laughed at the gym. I asked my wife why she's spending so much time there. It's just goofy. Like, I don't even understand it. And so, yeah, but when somebody said that, I was like, wow. So I'm drinking a little mixed berry diet green tea. Drink some diet green tea. That'll help you lose weight because it'll run right through you. You'll be peeing all day long. Me too. People say inspire. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, for people to say that I'm inspiring them with like fitness and stuff. Has my wife scoped yet? No, she will be scoping. After her competition, she'll be scoping, I promise. Just trust me. She may be scoping before there. My wife, his almond butter is one of the things that got put in her diet as of Saturday. She's 6 weeks out from her competition, and so she has to have like I think a teaspoon or something of almond butter with one of her meals. We had to go do the almond butter where you go in the machine and make it. So I'll lose coverage here in probably 5 minutes. What else? Yeah, my wife is Adela Kendria. Okay, hold on a second. What did somebody say about Danielle Ford? No, I didn't. Okay, here, let me tell you what happened. So I will do 2 hours today, though. Here's what happened. I'm not going to let it get out of control. I'm going to do 2 hours today. So yesterday, I was supposed to write in between. When LaKendra went to the gym, I was going to write in this little window. And then I ended up taking Wesley something to eat before his game. And so, yeah, I kind of got 2 today. Yes, I'm going to do 2 hours today. So, yes, I've asked you guys to hold me accountable with my writing. I got to write an hour a day. My literary consultant said I need to write an hour a day, and every Friday I got to send her in what I'm writing because I asked her for some more accountability. Because this is if I get this project done, it's going to be part of the game changer. I'm frozen. Yeah, I'm about to lose connection. So, anyway, I'll come back on here once I drop my car off and I get back to some civilization. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It's your boy Scott Williams, Scott Nation. Remember this, guys. Chase your dreams or someone will pay you to chase theirs. It's your boy Scott Williams, Scott Nation, and guess